Good day, everyone. This is a science report of July 2024, and the report says that the Earth's inner core um, just took a reverse direction. The Earth's inner core just took a reverse course, a reverse direction. What that means is that look at this uh, formation of the earth here in the computer. Look at the earth formation here. For those who do not understand, this is what they call the 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 earth crust. This is what they call the earth crust. That is exactly where we are. Then beneath the earth crust is what they call the mantle. This one here. If you can see my cursor, beneath the mantle is what they called the liquid outer core, the liquid outer core over here. Then beneath this liquid outer core is this round solid ball that is called the inner core. The inner core. In fact, the movement or the rotation of this inner core actually makes the earth to rotate. This is what science told us. And science told us that this inner core, which has been rotating and automatically rotating the earth, recently slowed down in its rotation, slowed down in its rotation, and then hastened up again and moved faster. But the last report we are getting from science is that is as July 2024 says that this inner core suddenly turned in the reverse direction, no longer rotating the way it was rotating, but going in reverse direction. Now, why are we concerned about this development? Why are we concerned? We are concerned because the Bible made prediction of such thing that it will happen. Perhaps that is what science are telling us, but they do not know that this is exactly what the Bible prophesied almost 3,000 years ago during the time of prophet Isaiah. What are we talking about? Follow me to the book of Isaiah chapter 24. Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24, let's read from verse 17. Verse 17 down to 20. It says, Fear and the pit and the snare are upon the O inhabitants of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. Look at that. The foundations of the earth do shake. So, the Bible made mention of foundations of the earth. And science here tells us that the earth has foundations. Look at it here. Science tells us that the earth has foundations. This is the earth crust. The earth crust. Then this beneath it is the mantle, forming the foundation, the mantle. And beneath the mantle is what is called the outer liquid core, or the liquid outer core, the outer core of the earth. Then finally, this round solid ball, which is called the inner core. All of these forms the foundations of the earth. And the Bible talks about the foundations of the earth. And this Bible was written before science discovered the foundations of the earth. The Bible was written. At least the book of Isaiah was written almost 3,000 years ago. Almost 3,000 years ago or more. Then there was no science to tell us that the earth has foundation. No science then. Come on. Why is it too difficult for us to believe the Bible? Why is it too difficult for us to believe what the Bible says? Why? Because the Bible is the book of history written in advance. It's the book of history written in advance. So that when they begin to happen, you will believe. So, science agrees now, without even reading the Bible, that the earth has foundations. That the earth has foundations. And he mentioned their names. And the Bible tells us here that the foundation of the earth will be shaken. And science is telling us here that these cores, these foundations, are moving irregularly. That these foundations here are now moving irregularly. Exactly what the Bible says. Come on. Who is making this up? Who is making this up? A lot of people are still doubting God. Let's get something straight here. Look at the house you live. It will be utter foolishness, stupidity of the highest level, for one to tell you to disbelieve that someone, an architect or an engineer or a bricklayer, whatever, a carpenter, constructed where you are living now. It will be utter foolishness and stupidity of the highest level not to believe that someone built the house you are living in. It's utter foolishness for you to believe that the house you are living in just boom sprang up. Then you look at this earth and you believe in science and all the complexity of it that the science tells us here, and you still doubt the existence of God. Now listen to this. The Bible says that it is only a fool that says in his heart that there is no God. Only a fool says in his heart there is no God. That is a discussion of another day. Let's get to the discussion of today. Look at verse 19 of the same Isaiah chapter 24. It says the earth is utterly broken, because after saying that the foundation of the earth do shake, science told us that the inner core slowed down the pace, then speed up again, and then goes back in reverse direction. That is shaking of the foundation. It has begun. And verse 19 says the earth is utterly broken down and the earth is clean dissolved, which is going to come in the future. The earth is moved exceedingly. And look at verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Come on. When The science says the inner core of the earth slowed down its rotation, then speed it up again, then move in reverse direction. What picture can you paint that? Is it not the picture of a drunken man? As a drunken man slows its pace, moves sharply, faster, all of a sudden turns from where he is coming from. That is what the Bible says here. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Come on. This is beyond makeup. This is beyond what some white men, according to some people, conjured some stories of the Bible. This is beyond that. In the next broadcast, we are going to see some striking prophecies of what God said in the Bible that will happen, and they literally happened with precision. They literally happened. We are going to see some of them. I would want to even give you a hint. When Jesus was on earth in the first century, the Bible said his disciples gathered around, showed him the temple and the stones, the beautiful stones, precious stones that adorn the temple. And they said, Master, look at the beauty of this temple. And Jesus looked at them and said, see you this temple. A time is coming when everything is going to be thrown down. No single stone is going to be left on top each other. This temple will be thrown down, Jerusalem will be destroyed, and Israel entirely as a nation will be scattered all over the world. That was a prophecy made by Jesus before he died and resurrected again. And this happened between 27 and 33 AD. Then in 70 AD, which is in your history book, which is in the Google, 70 AD, a man named General Titus from Rome took soldiers, came into Israel, destroyed the temple, raised the foundation down, no stone was left on top each other, and scattered the whole Jews, dispersed them all over the world. 70 AD. In the same scriptures, in the book of Jeremiah, even in Deuteronomy, God said, I will scatter all Israel abroad to all nations of the earth. But before the end of the time, that is before Jesus will return back to the earth again, he said, I will regather them back to their land. And after that regathering, nobody will ever drive them away from their land again. That was prophesied in the book of Jeremiah. And lo and behold, in 1948, just a few years back, in 1948, the whole Israel marched back to their land. And Israel became a nation in 1948. Even Isaiah prophesied that. Isaiah 66. Shall a nation be born in a day? Shall a nation be born at once? He said, but when Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. And that fulfillment of that prophecy was done in May 14th, 1948. when Israel was declared a nation again after almost 1,800 and something years. They left the land of Israel from 70 AD. From 70 AD to 1948. Almost 1,800 years. And you say the Bible is a book that were conjured by some white men and gave to Africans and gave to people. And that conjurement is having this precision of prophecy, precision of prediction. Then if I see those white men, I need to shake their hands. Whatever spirit they use for that conjurement would be a spirit that needed to be embraced. If that spirit can tell the future exactly. Okay, we are going to leave it here because we have seen what the Bible said. We have seen what science says. And science, oblivious of the Bible's prediction, is agreeing with the Bible. Think about it. You believe in science, but you don't believe in God. But science is obliviously agreeing with the Bible. Think twice. I'm going to come your way again. This is Pastor Michael Mills. God bless you.